Do you want to earn yield with your crypto while also being able to trade it, sell it, and use it in decentralized apps? I mean, it sounds ridiculous, but it's actually a real thing. Imagine you have $2,000. Your rent is due in 3 days, but you also believe Ethereum is about to go up like crazy. And maybe this is your chance to double your money. Well, typically the problem is that you could only choose one, but with liquid staking, that's not necessarily the case. I'm Brett at CryptoGX, and in this video, I'll explain liquid staking. You'll learn what it means, the main risks, the top platforms, and how you can maximize your rewards while keeping your crypto available when you need it. Let's start with a few simple terms so everything else can make sense. Staking means that you're locking your crypto to help run a blockchain. When you stake, you support the network, and in return, you earn rewards. Think of it like putting your money in a fixed deposit. You can't use it for a while, but it grows slowly over time. Now, here's where the liquid staking changes the entire thing. With liquid staking, you still lock up your crypto to earn rewards, but you get something back right away. This is a new token that represents your staked crypto. This token stays in your wallet, and you can still trade it, sell it, or use it in other applications. Now, for example, you stake your Ethereum and you get a token back called stETH, which in return is a representation of the Ethereum that you own in that staking pool. Now, that token shows that you still own the staked Ethereum, but now you can also use that particular coin elsewhere. And they pop up on different applications or sites like Lido right here. As I was showing you the particular staked coin, it has a price very, very similar to Ethereum's price. Now, finally, when it comes to terms, there's restaking. This is when you take that liquid staking token and use it again to earn even more rewards. Some platforms like EtherFi let you restake that token to support extra networks. Essentially, you're taking the stETH and then you're going to stake that again for a different token. Now, currently, if we look at EtherFi, you can see that there is a $12.2 billion total value locked. They're also giving a 13% reward on liquid staking, essentially. And then regular staking rewards is 3.2%. Now, all this is great. It gives you higher rewards, but it also adds more risks, which I'll get into next. Now, there is flexibility in liquid staking, but it's not risk-free. Before you decide, here's a few first things that you should really know. First off, the platform you use runs on smart contracts. These are programs that handle your funds automatically. If there's a bug in the code or a mistake in how it works, your funds could be at risk and, go missing. Make sure to always check if the platform you're using has been audited by a trusted security firm. This information is usually available in the developer documents. As you can see here, docs.lido.fi. This is where all of their security goes and their protocols, and you can kind of assess the information for this particular website or this particular platform. Now, the next thing is to make sure that the token you get from liquid staking is similar to stETH. You got to make sure that it has actual value. You can go to each platform's website and make sure what their token is. You can also go to CoinGecko to see the particular coin that they're offering you in liquid staking, and it doesn't always match the price of the original crypto. As you can see here, the value depends on the supply and demand. In some cases, it might trade lower than regular Ethereum, so if you need to sell it quickly, you might get less than expected. Obviously, I'm showing Lido a lot. I think Lido is a particularly good platform, but you can even see here that it's only 99.85% of one whole Ethereum. Other coins will have larger differences, and the larger the difference, the larger I would particularly have issue with it. Now, third, some platforms are more centralized. This means that a small group controls most of the staked assets. If they make the wrong decision, it could affect many users. So it's better to choose platforms that are more open and transparent and have higher TVL or total value locked, meaning higher amount actually using this platform, higher trust in it as well. You can see these kinds of platforms on DeFi Llama. As you can see right here, it shows the name of the platform and their total value locked, and you can rank it by the TVL here as well. From high to low, this is the amount that is locked on that particular platform. And the website here is just defilama.com/protocols/liquid-staking. Now, look, with all of this, I'm not trying to scare you off. These are not reasons to avoid liquid staking, but you should keep them in mind. Knowing the risks will help you make better decisions and avoid surprises later on. Okay, so now that you understand the basics of liquid staking, let's talk about restaking. You have a token, you stake it, and you get a staking token from the liquid staking platform. Trade in ETH, you get stETH. Restaking means you take the token you got from liquid staking, like stETH, and you use it again to earn more rewards. Now, this doesn't come without any risk. You are risking that stETH token as well. You need that in order to get your ETH token back, but it is another way to gain yield. Some platforms allow you to deposit this kind of token into their system so they can use it to support more networks or services. In return, you're going to get extra yield. It sounds like a really smart way to increase your earnings, but there obviously are some risks involved with this as well. Now, like I was mentioning, first, when you restake, you are giving your token to another system. If that system has a problem or gets attacked, you could lose part of your funds or all of them. Now, second, restaking often connects your funds to multiple networks at the same time. Any one of them fails or breaks the rules, then your original staked assets might get reduced. This is called slashing. Now, as you can see here on this article, there are basically problems that could happen. It says 20 validators malfunctioned yesterday, meaning the leading liquid staker Lido Finance will face serious penalties in the coming weeks. Now, scrolling down, as you can see, 12 validators were slashed on August 26th. The loss in penalties to each validator was less than 1.1 ETH. So each of these validators can lose funds. And if we scroll down even further, it shows that the community will later decide whether the Lido DAO cover fund should compensate the affected holders. So you don't know if you're going to get compensated or not back from these slashing events. It's things that happen accidentally. They're not intentional, but it is a risk that these things can happen. And honestly, that one is even just a risk for regular liquid staking, as you can see, because it was about Lido. But these things are kind of layered throughout, and Lido is a big platform and they're getting better and better, but it's still something to be concerned about. Now, third, this extra layer that we're talking about with the restaking makes everything more complex. More complexity means more chances for mistakes, and you might not always understand where your money is going. That really puts you at risk for hackers. Hackers are always attempting to hack into these kinds of platforms. So while restaking can give you higher rewards, it also increases your risk. If you're just getting started, it's better to just learn how liquid staking works first before you try restaking. You should always trust the platform you're using, and typically the larger top-rated platforms have better security, while also, considering having pretty good yield. I know the least trustworthy typically are going to have a higher yield. That's a problem. Definitely be wary of that. An average yield that's consistent is better than a really great yield that takes away all of your crypto. So now let's look at some of the top-rated platforms. According to the amount invested in each of these platforms, here are the top 5. Now, as you look at this table here, you will notice that Lido stands out by far as the number 1 with total value locked of about $40 billion, which is much higher than the $15 billion on the Binance staked Ethereum. Now, if we go look at Lido, you can see a lot of events that happen within its history here and the total value that they have had over time and the growth. But to give you a little bit of background, it works across multiple chains. It gives you that stETH token, which is accepted in almost every major DeFi app. This makes it very flexible and easy to use once you stake your Ethereum. Now, as you can see, Binance also handles a very large amount. It is the number 2 platform by total value locked. It runs on just 2 chains though, and works more like a centralized exchange. You get either BETH or BETH or WBETH depending on how you stake, but you rely on Binance to manage everything. Now, next, Rocket Pool. It's much smaller in size, but it focuses on decentralization. Instead of a single company running things, many people take part in the network. That gives users more control, but the platform may feel less beginner friendly at first. Now, if we're looking on the Solana blockchain, Jito, liquid staking, and Sanctum are the kind of main players. They only support one chain, obviously Solana, but both manage billions in value and offer very strong staking options within the Solana ecosystem. Now, each platform, as you can see in this table, we've got Jito up here, Rocket Pool, and Sanctum. Each platform in this table has a different balance of size, structure, and control. Lido really offers reach, Binance offers ease, Rocket Pool offers decentralization, and the Solana platforms offer strong native support. So the one you want to choose depends on what matters more to you. Besides this, you are also going to consider looking at the yield percentage that each of these particular platforms offer. There are plenty of tables that you can see with comparisons of rates. DeFiRate.com/staking is typically the one I use. It's not uploading at the moment, but it even shows a list of the top protocols, and you can see right here we've got an APR of 3% for Lido. If I scroll down, 2.7 for Binance, Binance 2.54 for Rocket Pool. mETH protocol is 2.73. Coinbase, we got 2.14. Jito is 8.12, which is crazy. 4% of staking rewards, although you got fees of 4% of staking rewards. You're going to want to compare all of the fees as well. So make sure to just look up these particular amounts, get a nice table going, and then make sure to add the fees into your estimations of these costs. So now if you want to make the most out of liquid staking, here are the 5 really clear steps that can help you grow your rewards while keeping the risks in check. Number 1 is to start by choosing a trusted platform. Look at their security track record. How easy is it to use? What fees do they charge? And whether their liquid staking token works with other DeFi apps. Once you stake your crypto, you'll get a token like stETH or rETH in return. This token keeps earning staking rewards and you can use it to do more. You can use it on all sorts of platforms like Aave, and you can borrow stable coins. Then you can take that borrowed amount and invest it again, but only if you understand the risks that I talked about earlier in the video. Now you can compound your rewards, collect your staking income every few months, and then restake it. Over time, this helps your total amount grow more quickly. Another option for safety is to spread your stake across 2 or more providers. If one service has a problem, you won't lose everything. You can also keep an eye on the token value and your annual return rate just to, make sure things are going as you'd like them to. Now, finally, compare these platforms. Some offer high rewards, but charge more in fees. Others might be slower, but more stable. Check both before making a decision. This isn't a video on picking the right platform. This is really just telling you what liquid staking is. But if you want me to do another video on what platforms that I think are the best, make sure to leave a comment. In general, if you follow these steps, you'll keep your crypto working, your rewards are going to be growing, and your risks are going to be under control. If you want to get some crypto so you can get started in liquid staking, I put links in the description for Coinbase and crypto.com where you'll get at least $50 in crypto just for signing up with those links. And if you want to get into meme coins, I also left a link to MoonShot where you can claim some free meme coins when you sign up. If you learned something new or just enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button and hit subscribe if you want to stay tuned for all things crypto. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.